by Fernando Pessoa. But I like the way that he speaks to this space. I like the way that he feels in sort of my lungs and my brain, and I like the spirit of many different poets among and within the one. So Pessoa had many heteronyms. I'm going to read from Alvaro de Campos, who was what did they call him in this one? The jaded sensationist, I think. So, here's to the feelings, and this poem is called The Tobacco Shop. I'm nothing. I'll always be nothing. I can't want to be something, but I have in me all the dreams of the world. Windows of my room, the room of one of the world's millions nobody knows. And if they knew me, what would they know? You open onto the mystery of a street continually crossed by people, a street inaccessible to any and every thought, real, impossibly real, certain, unknowingly certain, with the mystery of things beneath the stones and beings, with death making the walls damp and the hair of men white, with destiny driving the wagon of everything down the road of nothing. Today I'm defeated as if I learned the truth. Today I'm lucid as if I were about to die and had no greater kinship with things than to say farewell. This building and this side of the street becoming a row of train cars with the whistle for departure blowing in my head, and my nerves jolting and bones creaking as we pull out. Today I'm bewildered, like a man who wondered and discovered and forgot. Today I'm torn between the loyalty I owe to the outward reality of the tobacco shop across the street and to the inward reality of my feeling that everything's a dream. It's not the end of the poem, but I'm going to stop there. Everybody, please welcome Fill Me Brightly to the stage.
I wrote a poem. Basically, I channeled my friend's voice, who is another straight boy I've been lusting over the past year plus. And I heard his voice in my head, and I just imagined either he was like saying goodbye to me or killing himself. And this is what he told me to write down. So I call it Consider Yourself. Dubai. Dude, bye. You thought it was a joke? Steps of the Capitol building. Backstabber. Shutterstorm inquiry. Discount faith. Moonbeam fireplace. Now it's music. Now that I'm gone, I'm never coming back. Hunters down here. Let the ego go. Dubai, storm cloud offering. The offer still stands. The radio tires. Plastic hope. You are the transmitter and I am the radio head. Electronic love affair. The window is open. Splattered love interest. The guru awaits. Light is sacred. Dibble past me. Roaring 20s, that's when you die. I can't believe I'm telling you this. I'm in overboard. I'm dead, you're dead, we're all fucking dead. Some voodoo shit there. Radio heat wave. Wings on your feet. Let me hear you say it. Calibration discount nut. Soften your glare. Untie your knots. With an N, not a K. Borderline stupid. Will said go back a quarter of a century to 1990. Brandon, aka Buck Lipschitz. I got some from under cheese for you. From under my balls. Keep your own. Keep making your own. You know lots of people down here. Jerry Garcia tried to make the music both timeless and timely. As for tomorrow, all you have to know is that it may never come. No guarantees. No reward but the present. Discount Gust B, Everglades State Park, I'm on the glacier. 9th grade, science sublet, mouth candy. We loved the same girl, but I loved him more than her. I always loved my guy friends more than my girlfriends. New high once you're in yoga and meditation practice. Now mouth, change your mouth. Who am I don't know. One more page and you're done. A quarter tip, a secret. Dead dogs lie. Why are you doing this? Don't use your camera phone. Update your weekly processor. You're talking alone in a construction zone. Double dipped, triple dipped, pretty sweet, accurate. It's about time. Pull a square away. Get in the circle. Tommy, it's mommy. Tommy, edamame. Grand flash sequence of events. It'll all work out in time. You're done.
Wow, yes, this is a list. I'm supposed to read from it. The microphone is tricky. Please welcome Olti to the stage.
Hi guys, so when I was a kid I lived in Peru for a little while. I lived up in the Andes Mountains, and this has Spanish in it, but it's kind of misleading because while we were there we didn't really speak any Spanish because up in the mountains they spoke a native language called Quechua. But I think it's really great if you don't know any Spanish. I think it even gives it even more power. So this is called Peruvian potatoes. It is the must of the potato shed. Yes, a whole shed, wall-to-wall potatoes. Waxy ones like candles drip, mealy ones with grit. Worms infest, we all digest, unknowingly and grateful. Always boiled with salt and butter, dripping from the plywood walls and dirt floors. We bathed in a blue bucket, like the ones used for transporting oil. The water would get icy real fast, so you'd jump out and run down the Andes into warm woolen blankets, through dwarf doors, and everything smelled like potatoes. Like that musty shed with a tin roof and walls lined with potatoes. Potatoes filled my dreams with short women and dinner-rolled cheeks. I've never seen so much life built on the side of a dead rock before. So many hills, so many wildflowers and fires and stars and potatoes. Encontré un lombriz in ma papa mama, solo com credo. What a privilege, what a life, what metaphor can be given to just a potato?
Thank you, Olti, always. Please welcome Tim to the stage.
Three minutes. We all have 3 minutes.
Starting now.
Go! Yeah, I got in a scooter accident. I'm gonna waste a little minutes real quick because I only have short poems. I got in a scooter accident, look at my alleys. But it kind of reminded me of how I used to feel when I first started reading poetry. I was really nervous and I'd get this fluttering sensation, and it's kind of like an adrenaline rush. But now I don't really care what people think. So it gets easier, any of you who are afraid to share. It's worth it. I'm sure you've got something awesome that we really do want to hear. These poems were homework from a friend. He asked us to write poems for 9 and under, and I realized how difficult it is to know what a 9-year-old understands. So I tried to do that. Oh, and I cheated. I took the top 500 words that are used most often, and I went through and found words that I thought had somewhat double meanings. Use that as a list to pull from. This one's called On Your Mark, Get Set, Go. Go across the street to where X marks the spot. Can you spot the moon? Don't moon your teacher. Produce an apple from your backpack. Too fat, full of books. Don't be late to story place. Everyone comes in second to love. I saw a good show in half-true class. Of course I jumped but missed the ground. Now fly on a kind of plain picture. Free paper, dog. What color, shape, school of fish number will I see you? Rainbow inch ruler, feet cover base, power box speller, point the way, water, plant, find center fire, direct mind state, beautiful Colorado. Yeah, it's okay. And then this one I wrote with my right hand, so it kind of looks like a kid wrote it, which is nice. Left the house and turned right. This one's a little better. I think it gets a little better. Left the house and turned right. Feet power ground rock to dust. Off the broken record. Book picture show sunlight, wind, moon, beauty. Round corner friends. Play live story. Teach family age behind child mind. Mail a funny letter. Miss laughter, spell hokey pocus, magic kid talk. Draw a tree, super starry sky. Head for Mars, high five an alien. Just point to the right place, map out your trip. Check if you need money. Bring water and snacks. Food for thought about extra socks. Yay!
Please welcome Jacob to the stage.
Hi everybody, I'm Jacob Webb. I wrote a song about not much, I don't know. It's called Who's the Culprit, by the way. Who's the culprit? Who's the one with the hand clenched tight around the smoking gun? Dead man's triggered, devil in his eyes, hoping one day the name is immortalized. But hope's that quick in the city, you see, that's why the streets alive with broken dreams. Pick up the pieces and shed some tears. Spark up a match and burn your fears. Oh no, 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 no. It's a sleepless wake in the world tonight. Quiet is illuminated by fluorescent lights. Six spears to the top, so blow and smack. Now that's a recipe for a heart attack. You're too far gone, there's no coming back. So put the double barrel back on the rack. Say what you want, a few stories to tell. Well, take you on a trip, at least straight through hell. Through the heart of America and back again. Do a fat line, get a second wind. I never thought I'd have to do this again, but in a small town you can never win. So who's the culprit? Who's the one with the hand clenched tight around the smoking gun? Dead man's triggered, devil in his eyes, hoping one day the name is immortalized. But into the night. On and on we go. On and on we go. Into this great unknown. See what the future holds. The corporate, tell me who's the one. Who's the corporate, tell me who's the one. Who's the corporate, tell me who's the one. Who's the corporate, tell me who's the one. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Ready to go.
Thank you,
There
Joe.
you go. Oh, perfect. Cool. Everybody, please welcome Gary Erb to the stage.
Old campaigner. Our credo was, you have to take the people where they are. The issue was missiles that start a nuclear war. We have no opinion about planting mines to kill children in Nicaragua. As long as our boys aren't dying there, they'll kill each other anyway with that machismo culture. Keep your mouth shut. It loses support for the issue. Over 3 out of 4 people scared. Every town had a crisis relocation plan. On command, we would evacuate to let Reagan nuke Russia. War is obsolete, said the professors. Congress stalled. The peace bloc we campaigned for voted for missiles and terrorists. If we're not on the team, we can do nothing. Then they didn't have to stall. I remember this pretty young mother who stood in the door of her very nice house, 2 cute red rats at her feet. She told me matter-of-factly, it is no use. There will be a nuclear war. If it's not going away, the opiate is fatalism. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for justice. They shall be filled. I don't know if they'll be filled, but nobody else stays around. Teacher. Taught my students the sun fuses hydrogen into helium. When there is enough, helium will fuse and explode the sun. But there were stars billions of times bigger that fused heavier and heavier elements before exploding. We are made of their dust. I was fired. If our children believe I rose from slime, they'll be godless and immoral. I could teach them all about hydrogen bombs. They're licensed by God to use them. I'll finish with this monologue. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, for Daniel Berrigan. Our statement said, we wish also to challenge the lethal lies spun by GE through its motto, we bring good things to light. As manufacturers of the Mark 12A re-entry vehicle, GE actually prepares to bring good things to death. So the Mark 12A, the threat of first strike nuclear war grows more imminent. I just revisited a monastery where we met Father Thomas Merton. He said, maybe you too have a cloister vocation. I knew a building, but it's huge. Where was storing and shipping? And FBI, state troopers, sheriff's deputies, and who knows what else stormed the place. They were in a panic. How did they get in the building so easily? Did they have inside information? Was there a leak? Of course. Our informant is known in the New Testament as advocate, friend, spirit. We've been in prayer 3 days. In Hiroshima, after the bomb, survivors hid their illnesses. They were treated like rats who carried the plague. Americans deny the bomb before it drops. Keep their survival worries to inflation, layoffs, things where the facts are less horrid, and you can believe you can beat it yourself. We each had to arrange for our children and other responsibilities. Every good thing for this one thing. And decide. Was it worth it? One swallows dry and takes a chance. The DA rendered the verdicts to the media before our trial. Assault, reckless endangerment, false imprisonment, criminal mischief, terrorist threats, harassment, criminal coercion, unlawful restraint. Dropped that before Raymond, but we certainly touched a nerve. Nothing more is predictable. I have to add this. PDA gained us nothing in prison. Never did fear for ourselves or our families. Our imprisonment wasn't the issue when we smashed those ceramic cones with hammers. We won our way. And the issues we raised still fix our hearts and shadow our lives. What drove us to such extremes? Something. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary. So politics has to do with the negotiation of power, or the balance of it, or the manner in which it moves. Fernando, everybody please welcome Fernando to the stage.
Good evening. So I wrote this after an innocent question that my daughter posed to me. It's called Mother's Milk. My daughter asked me why she was brown. This naive, simple curiosity from a child aroused a sentiment of apprehension and anxiety that immediately left a sour taste in my mouth. It was a question destined to be purified only at twilight, when the spilled cup of Nyx begins to stream over the earth's fair sky. I was conscious my response had the authority to crystallize and transfix the moment upon her. Gloom or radiance will be a forgotten jewel that will be impressed in her unconscious dreams and continue to echo in the ear of her own children. For my daughter's mother was denied her own mother's affection. Tainted placenta, disappointment from the womb, invisible in the grounds of her gloomier skin. Mother could only succeed in loving her in pieces. As a young girl, mother would tease how she resembled her father. As a young woman, mother would announce proudly how man would lust for her and not her daughter, all because of her ultimate possession, her white skin. My daughter's mother condemned her features. Her wide nose embraced a small scar which never healed because she would eat the chocolate off the crevice. Her dark elbows and knees that were furiously scrubbed in baths, always hoping it would liberate fine skin. Ultimately, her face settled, veiled under the long dark hair, no solid foundation in which to stand on, to believe in herself, to feel validated. A child is not aware of their own beauty. She wanted to be loved. She wanted sympathy. She tired of standing on her window ledge facing the cold, moonless night, feeling dismayed when she witnessed or overheard others suffering. A brave girl in thought, whose fate is to find validation in AM radio stations that are absorbed under the wave of static. Her mother remained there, in miscarriage, in marriage, and in motherhood. A kind woman, a brave woman, but ultimately a self-evicted woman. So yes, this question was a threat, not from the outside world, but from those most fatal threats from within. My daughter asked me again, why am I brown? I answered, because you were not denied your mother's milk.
Is beautiful ever redundant? If so, I risk being redundant and saying that was beautiful. I don't mind it. Thank you for being here. Bringing that to the stage. Everybody please welcome Jim Hicks to the stage.
two poems from my book, Whispers from the Mind Getter. I have loved. I have loved. I have loved things black, marble carved from Ethiopian shores, starless nights, ebony pearls on cloudy days, and the deep quiet of midnight on winter streets, and black girls, dark and rich like chocolate cones, filled with the warmth and the heat of passion, like steaming dark cocoa on cold, cold winter nights. Then I have loved things white, thunderous lightning flashes on dark, cloudy days, nights. Ocean-soaked snow on mountain peaks, ocean-soaked beach, milk fresh with butter bottom, hot summer days, and silver blondes with fair skin, and deep, vast blue eyes like warm, bleach July skies, or clear rainwater that suds the surf. And at times, the things I love conflict, like beautiful children at play. At times such as these, I bring them together in the calm dawn of my mind. And this is my Halloween poem. So, zombie love. Where is my flesh? Talk to me some more, baby, for now I am deaf, controlled by your omnipotent presence. Mumbling as you scramble the death bones, zombie queen. Where is my desire? You hold it secure for me. You reached over and tore it from my breast. Give it back when you're done with it. Till then, speak quiet to it. Where is my heart? I lost it so very long ago. I don't even remember when you stole it. Check the cupboards of your mind. Maybe it's there hiding in the corners with the spiders and the cobwebs. Where is my soul? Been gone so long, tied to your breast like an ornament for rising the ashes of the dead and stirring cold dead flesh to life again. What great power it has now that it never had before. Where is my life? A mist lost in your stricken arms, a burning ash cold ghost that knows how to kill everything, every emotion, filling the vacuum with only hard mystic lust and burning flesh. So come on, fuck me body, mind, and soul again. Reanimate that palate zombie. Bring me life alive again. Raise that tower afresh that you cherish so well, and may God have mercy on this creature's flesh and bones. Then while my soul fries in pain, she makes my body do most anything. So play with me with your deviant lust. Push that needle, pull that string, make that part jump, make that part sing. A little lust, make that part thrust. The witch has total control. But, my only hope is you, my love. Will you use the awesome power of your woman's will to tear me from this living jail, to break this demon god's bonds and spells, to bring me back home, to your vision of heaven, or even your version of hell.
Thank you, James. Jim. Please welcome Ella Longpre to the stage.
This is called Last Day. For no real reason, this day reminds me of being a little girl, flipping through a diary, trying to find the exact date. I lost my faith, which is easy to lose, being very small and without shape. And it has to do with the unseen too. So when the divine shows itself, faith dissipates, like the divine on a horse breaking through a cloud of faith. It evaporates then, and you see what's behind. Like any of us, at some point, faith becomes unnecessary, but only after a movement between worlds, and there is a ritual, and it returns, and is changed. All our rituals are strange, signs that point to nothing. If I wrote a prayer today, it would make no appeal, only the sound of a bell, or it would only offer to listen. I don't think there was a specific day, it was just that I became tired of speaking. And the last day is like that. Not a historic event, it's just any time I realize nothing I've learned applies to the future. A day when my vision clears. I miss that cloud, that mist. Some days I call it down from the ceiling, or I try to use it in love. I go around looking for fog, something to get lost in.
Thank you, Ella. Please welcome Marielle to the stage.
This has no title. A watercourse over stone and silted bank spills like a glass overturned from mountain peak. Through golden grasses it stretches elbows for trout to find a home in christened robes that once came down from truffle clouds. Trumpet thunder from shrouded skies, the water now has turned to wine. Soft does the sun drink his daily fill, and say a psalm in shaded silhouettes. Though ripples do crown his sparkling face, he still prays for a veil of rain. This is called the Land of Little Rain. Here you have no rain when all the earth cries for it, or quick downpours called cloudbursts for violence. A land of lost rivers with little in it to love, yet a land that once visited must be come back to inevitably. Mary Austin. Between you and me sits a country of lost borders, void of demarcation or dotted lines. No arrangement of the land that separates, for we are both loose and woven sand, a glitter mix of brackish black and toothsome tan topography. What is the synonym for the sun-dried shape of us, drawn with dwarf definitions, like flora flowing hairs, unwashed locks in a land of little rain? Between you and me sits a country of lost borders, and a place of many unsung seasons. Yet here I stand, tracing the sand with my faithful fingers. And one more. Thank you. This is called Pinata. Outside my door is a gift built on stilts. A wooden horse rocking in a shaky wind. A scaffold holds its weight, and a bridle inside its mouth hides a breathy whisper. I am afraid of gifts given with no name, innocent doves with baby rattletails. What is in the wild basin of this belly? Perhaps a lake that has turned to face all four winds, that lets its surface swallow the secrets of the sun before the air changes. Still, I am afraid. I am afraid to split the wood, crack the rings, and see that the mountain daisies have dried out their faces, that they litter themselves on the ground like snow, that I have forgotten how to dress myself for battle. Thank you.
10, please welcome Scott to the stage.
So something much shorter than usual tonight, so I'll just talk for a few minutes instead. I am come from the vanishing place, from that tumbling coast of rust and smooth glass, where there is wisdom but no forgiveness. The ocean has no mercy, nor does the city. I am come from the vanishing place, my feet in shifting sand. That place is vanishing from the earth as the ocean.
Thank you, Scott. The ocean does vanish from the mountains occasionally. And if you run downhill fast enough, it comes back, but only for like half a second. Ira, do you have something you would share?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we'll close out the evening with Ira Liss. Everybody please welcome Ira to the stage.
I will speak to you about my silence. I will not be silent regarding my silence. I will give voice to my silence. I will give breath to it. I will air my silence, so to speak of my silence. I will inhale and exhale on both sides of my silence and breathe through my silence. I am willing to see the nuance and color of it, the depth of it, the skin of it, the flesh of it. My seeing may not mean the seeing of my eyes, of course, you know this. Metaphorical, metaphysical. You, alive, outside my words written on a paper page. Metaphorically blank as each page before I ever see it already has blue horizontal lines that help me keep my frenetic scribbles aligned, organized in some way, the lines of thought right upon straight, thin blue lines of ink, printed on note paper in a city or town in China. A city or town I do not know the name of, and yet I know that these people who by the randomness of birth, a function of male and female desire, laughter, touch of flesh, shining eyes, musical laughter, mixed with the sweat seeping of pores, of fleshy folds of skin, moistening the sheets of cotton and silk. People who moan and scream in the silence, and out of it we are born, we live, we die. Death, silent, somewhere our words, do they remain, bouncing, echoing, and sticking like cactus needles in a careless fingertip.
It's called I'm Going to Remember. Where was the left boot you once? I'm going to remember. How was it you said I should? I'm going to remember. There was this time by the river you said, I'm going to remember. And then of course the last thing I thought would happen was, I'm going to remember. Why is it the walls are made of, I'm going to remember? Thank you all for being here, and I will see you as Tuesdays go.